the perfection of religion and the deviation of the people of innovation. 1. Introduction. Today I have perfected your religion for you. Quranic verse. Today I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and chosen Islam as your religion. From this verse, the following points are derived. Islam is a complete and comprehensive religion. The Quran and Hadith contain all the principles and laws necessary for human life. Therefore, there is no need to add anything from human ideas or non-Islamic systems. 2. On ijtihad and understanding religion. That ijtihad independent reasoning is only valid when based on 1. The Quran, 2. The Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. 3. The understanding of the companions. A scholar who issues verdicts without these three foundations has in fact deviated from the true religion. 3. Those who distort or mock the religion. Some people try to distort Islam by spreading doubts, such as this or that ruling is not in the Quran, or by mocking hadiths. For example, when a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari discusses etiquette of cleanliness or standing while urinating, some mock it, saying, "How could such a thing be in a religious book?" Their goal, he says, is to make Islam look absurd and to turn people away from the faith. 4. Comparing such people to the Jews and the followers of falsehood. These individuals to the Jews of old, because they also doubted their scriptures, searched for flaws in divine laws to mislead others, and questioned the wisdom of Allah's rulings. For instance, they would say, "Why can a man have 4 wives but a woman cannot have 4 husbands?" To create skepticism and unrest among the believers. That modern intellectuals are repeating the same mistake. 5. The misguidance of modern thinkers and uninformed women. Some women or educated people, without proper Islamic knowledge, criticize the Sharia. For example, they say, "How can Islam allow polygamy? Anyone who rejects even one divine ruling," he explains, "falls into disbelief, because denying any part of divine law is a denial of the faith itself." 6. Islam is distinct from the misdeeds of Muslims. The misbehavior of some Muslims must not be attributed to Islam itself. If a Muslim commits injustice or oppression, that is his personal sin, not a flaw in Islam. Islam itself condemns such actions. Therefore, any evil act from a Muslim shows weakness of faith, not deficiency in the religion. 7. About corrupt scholars and court clerics. Certain scholars who cooperate with oppressive rulers and distort the religion for worldly gain. They are apostates, collaborators with disbelievers, people who outwardly appear Muslim but are inwardly devoid of faith. Such figures, he asserts, cannot represent true Islam. 8. The continuation of the enemy's methods since the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, time, that even during the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lifetime, enemies of Islam tried to discredit him by calling him a poet, a madman, a lunatic, a reactionary, an extremist, or a backward man. These same accusations are used against Muslims today. Therefore, believers should not be discouraged or afraid of such words. 9. Advice for perseverance and struggle. A believer must stand firm against the disbelievers. He should defend his faith through knowledge, debate, and when necessary, battle. The more enemies attack Islam, the stronger a believer's faith should become. The companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, resisted the disbelievers and prevailed in every field. 10. Criticism of tyrannical governments in the name of Islam. Modern regimes that call themselves Islamic but rule with injustice and disbelief, disobey the Quran and Sharia, and merely use the name of Islam as a facade. Such rulers, ministers, and kings, he says, are outside the fold of Islam, and their systems are a continuation of the Jewish approach of corrupting religion from within. 11 Warning against friendship with disbelievers. Surah Al-Ma'idah. O you who believe, do not take the Jews and Christians as allies or protectors. His interpretation: Muslims must not form bonds of affection, political alliances, or military cooperation with disbelievers. Anyone who does so leaves the circle of faith. 12 Summary of the main points. 1. Islam is a complete and perfect religion, nothing can be added to it. 2. Ijtihad is valid only within the framework of the Quran, Sunnah, and the understanding of the companions. 3. Innovators and enemies of religion mislead people with doubts and distortions. 4. The believer must have absolute conviction in divine law and remain unaffected by doubts. 5. The faults of individuals cannot be blamed on Islam. 6. Court scholars and oppressive rulers do not represent true Islam. 7. Muslims must stand firm against the enemies of religion with knowledge and endurance. 8. Friendship or cooperation with disbelievers and anti-Islamic systems contradicts faith.